Hi, this is Elizabeth Muller from Liz's Hair Design in Hollywood, Florida. In this clip, we're going to talk about how to wash long hair. So you're going to go ahead and wash this long headed hair, right? You want to go ahead and make sure that it's straight down, that it's not matted, okay? Put a good amount of shampoo in your hand, maybe about this much, I don't know if you can see, and rub it in your hands and put it on the scalp. Doing it twice, okay? The first one is not going to lather as much, but the second one will. And scrub the head nice and gently using the tips of your fingers, okay? And whether you're at the salon or at home, this is the way it should be done. So if you're standing in the shower, you want to use the tip of your hand, your fingers, and you want to go ahead and scrub in the back and in the front in this kind of motion, okay? Using, like, again, 2 shampoos. Shampoo really well. You want to rinse out the hair. Make sure all the shampoo is out and that you have a very powerful shower. And then you follow up with a good conditioner. Thank you. This has been Elizabeth Muller. In this clip, we're going to talk about brushing long hairstyles. Now, when you take this long hair like this, you have to be very considerate in brushing, especially young people. They tend to mat their hair and they don't brush it properly. So when you brush this long hair on this young lady, you want to take maybe either a soft bristle brush or one that's padded like this. This one will detangle their hair better. This one will just be a little bit gentler on the hair, but you might not get the knots out. But let's try this one, for example, because maybe they're going to cry or get upset when you're brushing it. And maybe they won't brush it properly. So you want to take the bottom and brush from the bottom up, okay? Gently, just little by little, and take it in sections. That was the front, and I just take a piece at a time. Okay, her hair is matted, as you see, and that's why I chose this client. So you want to take it out gently like that and hold it. And then you want to brush the bottom. Bring it up like this. There's a knot right there. You want to brush it like that. And just take it and brush it from the bottom again. You see that? That's very knotted. For this kind of section, you might want to take the battle brush. In this clip, we're going to talk about how to maintain relaxed hair. And this young lady comes to relax her hair every 8 weeks. Okay, I don't want her to go ahead and relax this hair too often. At one point, we've been natural. We also actually have let this hair relax even after 10 weeks. But she can come every 8 weeks because of her texture. And the way you maintain it really is by definitely just getting your hair washed and set weekly. Keep it nice and neat. Don't grease the scalp. Condition the hair. Moisturize it, a lot of moisture, okay, because it's relaxed and you've already stripped out some of that moisture. It's become porous and it's, it needs more care. So when it's relaxed, it needs a lot more care. It has to be taken, time with. You want to go ahead also and get your ends in your hair clipped, okay. You don't want to keep the hair without clipping. When you're treating this relaxed hair, make sure that you alternate between protein and moisture mask. It's really good for the hair. In this clip, I'm going to show you how to press previously relaxed hair. Now, I just fully set this young lady's hair. What I want to do is I want to press out the roots so it can be as smooth as this part of her hair here. Okay, I don't want to blow it out. I want to press it out. She's got about 1 inch of new growth. So what I do is I go ahead and take my curling comb, my pressing comb, and I press the roots like that, only to the part where I see that it's been relaxed. I don't want to press previously relaxed hair. So I'm just going to do the area that needs a relaxer and smooth it out nice and smooth. Really nice and smooth. Again, do not overextend where you see where it's been previously relaxed. And I'll show you a piece right here. You see this piece right here? It looks more curlier. You want to go ahead and take your iron, reheat it. Okay, not a lot, but just a little bit. Take another section. Let's find the section it's been. Here's a nice section right here that you can see the hair. And I'm going to take it. Take a small section. You don't want anything too big. Okay? And you're going to go ahead and press that part only. Okay, so it's nice and smooth. Not too hot. Don't put any grease on it. You don't want to clog the pores and you don't want to make the hair greasy. In this clip, we're going to talk about how to grow African American hair long. We have a really beautiful model here. This young lady actually was a Marine, and her hair was in extensions for quite a long time. What I did basically is when she came to me, her hair was very thin in the top because of the extensions, and she had weak hair. Her hair is fine, and she's got a relaxer in there, but she couldn't relax her hair for a while, so she basically needed a lot of treatments. What I did for her is we constantly treated this hair once a week, and we put mask, protein, and moisture mask in this head of hair to treat it. I also set the hair. I believe in setting the hair because it just makes it strong, makes it really nice. I don't believe in blowing it out. I didn't want to pull the weak hair that's already been, hurt and damaged from all the stuff she did. So basically, setting the hair, treating it well, taking care of it, telling them to use certain products at home, like the Moroccan oil, which is wonderful. Or maybe you want them to use a semidolino oil. That's also very good for the hair. Hi, this is Lisbeth Muller from Liz's Hair Design in Hollywood, Florida. In this clip, we're going to show you how to grow African American hair. This young lady here used to have really thin kind of hair. It was really, not that it was that thin, but it had a lot of problems with it. She had problems growing it long. Basically, it was breaking off. And really poor health care is what makes the hair break off and really not do well. So as she's been coming to me, the situation's been getting better. Why? We're using great conditioners like semidolino conditioner, deep mask conditioners like the Moroccan oil deep mask conditioner. And I go ahead and apply it at least once a week for her deep treatments. In between, I've done high sheet treatments on her hair too, which is a treatment that you do on the hair with an iron. And what it does is it conditions the hair and it goes right through the cuticle, and it lasts a good long time. So I'm going to go ahead and massage some good treatment on this young lady's hair to make the hair grow. On behalf of Expert Village, my name is Liz Muller from Liz's Hair Design in Hollywood, Florida, and today I'm going to teach you how to relax color-treated hair. I'm going to apply the relaxer on the new growth only. I'm not going to go ahead and do any of this here in overlap. That's not called a touch-up on a relaxer, and that's what we're doing. We're doing a touch-up on a color-treated hair. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and try not to touch the scalp. You don't want to get anything on the scalp. It will eventually get on there, yes, but at the beginning when you're applying, you don't want to do that. On color-treated hair, you want to work fast. Okay, so you want to work a little fast like this. Like I said, notice it's not on the scalp. Don't get it on the scalp like that, okay? Go ahead and continue to relax the hair. I separated in 4 quarters like this because it's easier for somebody to go ahead and apply if they're not used to applying relaxers. I sometimes don't separate it, okay? And that's just the way I work, but because I've been doing hair for more than 20-something years, I even forgot. But you can go ahead and separate it, and I think it would be best if you do if you're beginning, okay? In this clip, we're going to talk about how to deep condition hair. Now, there's different products out there that will probably give you excellent deep treatments. We have an ionic treatment here that it's really nice. You place it on the hair when it's damp or dry, and then you would place a curling iron on each piece of strand, small sections actually, and then press the iron into the hair, and it actually melts these little black crystals that it has in there and deep conditions the hair. It's actually fabulous. You see those little crystals in there? It gives a wonderful conditioning treatment. It takes a lot of time, but it's a good treatment to do for the hair, leaving the hair in maximum wonderful conditioning. Here we have the Moroccan mask also, but this is a little faster. You might leave it on 10 to 15, even 20 minutes. I sometimes place my client under the dry wood treatment, and that gives it a really good, intense treatment. Hi, this is Lisbeth Muller from Liz's Hair Design in Hollywood, Florida. In this clip, we're going to talk about what to do with your hair at night. So, of course, hair like this, or any kind of hair actually, you want to take your time and brush it every night. I believe that whether you have curly hair, straight hair, any type of hair, brushing your hair daily, especially in the evening, is very wonderful. It releases the oils of your hair also, brings it down and conditions the hair. And don't think because you have oily hair too that it's a bad idea. I believe that your brushing is stimulating the scalp, and it helps you grow and have beautiful hair. So you want to brush that hair. Okay, if you have curly hair and you have a style to it, you might want to do something called a wrap. When you wrap your hair at night, you put a hairnet over it, and then you go to sleep on it so it doesn't get matted or tangled. This is only for hair that is maybe relaxed or maybe natural hair and you want to keep the style. For straight hair, just pin it up or put it up. Don't sleep with it loose because it would tend to get matted or tangled. Okay? You want to go ahead and keep that hair brushed and nice and neat. What I do is I spray something that's like a defrizz agent in the hair and move the hair around a little bit. I'm almost there where she's almost dry. She's almost there. Even when it's a little damp, you can use this, you know. Like glosses, there's a lot of gloss out there and stuff. I like using the spray one because it goes all over the hair. And it's like, you see, it's almost perfect here. We're going to go ahead and do the ends a little bit. And notice how it's already getting straight. Look at that. She's already straightening out a little bit. I still want to mention to you that if you would like to do highlights on this hair with this warm brown, you can. It will look actually very beautiful. You can take color nowadays that removes color from the hair, and it's easier than using any bleach. Okay, you can use a 40 volume color that removes color, and they are out there. By placing different kind of sections here, you know, using different kind of sections, placing your highlights in beautifully, maybe in the front just to give her a little something here lighter, maybe a light brown into this brown. It would be actually very beautiful. So you don't have to use bleach, you know. This is not necessary for her. You can use color that removes color, and I know it's unusual, but it's out there. If you do use bleach, I will advise you to be very careful. She has a strong head of hair. If you use bleach, use 5 volume or 10. I went ahead and neutralized her hair with the shampoo. Notice, like I said, it's a little green from the relaxer, but I'm checking it to make sure that I didn't leave any relaxer in there and that it's well clean, which it is. Now the next step is to condition the hair. Her hair, you have to see what it's like or feel it, and if you were doing it right now, you were touching it, you'd feel that it would be dry. Her hair is dry because it is color treated. So for this kind of hair, I would do a deep treatment right after a relaxer. You can do different types of treatments and conditioners when it comes to relaxed hair, but if the hair is dry, do use something with a moisturizing mask. If the hair is soft and maybe the relaxer, you know, left the hair very porous and like the hair is not really doing a lot of elasticity, it's kind of really stretching out, which means it's like spaghetti when it's overdone. That means the hair would need protein after the relaxer. So we're going to do moisture. As I was saying before, I'm going to go ahead and rinse out this hair. I want you to open it in there real well, dividing the hair, opening in sections because relaxer is very thick. Lift up the client's hair and make sure you rinse it out for at least 5 or 6 minutes before you apply your neutralizing shampoo. Okay, so then you can apply it, but you want to lift up that hair and get it, picking it up in the middle like this because she's got a lot of it. Some people that have fine hair, you might not have to do this to because their hair is fine. That's okay. But with this thick hair, you want to be safe. And you want to go ahead and leave it nice and clean without relaxer. Okay, so go ahead and proceed to do this. Rinsing out some of the base too. You had the base up here going like this to the hair. And making sure that you lift the back part too because you might have gotten, you know, the relaxer is going and rinsing it through. So you're going to get relaxed on those ends too. Just pick it up like this. So we've already processed the color. She was underneath the dryer for about 5 minutes. I noticed that the gray coverage is really done well here. We don't see that the hair color is any gray anymore. We see that it's taken a nice brown. I can tell right now that it's going to be a beautiful color, a beautiful, nice, rich brown. And the first thing I'm going to do is remove the color on the hairline. And usually relaxed hair on the hairline is very delicate. She's got a good full head of hair here, but most people, you know, they get their hair relaxed a little bit finer here, a little bit thinner. But you want to take precaution. You want to take a good amount of shampoo and rub it very gently on the hairline to remove the hair color. Be really soft, okay? Don't be too rough, or use a towel. Use your fingertips and rub it around like this. Go ahead and take your time doing that. You do it just a little bit before that color is almost ready to rinse out. I'm going to proceed to wash her color out. Again, her hair is very delicate. You don't want to do too much movement. You want to scrub it, but be very easy. Moving your hand around like this to go ahead and remove the color well. Get close like this with the hose. Make sure you have a good, powerful hose to rinse out that color. Hopefully you do. If you're a good beautician, I'm sure you do. Okay, so go ahead and move that head around like this. Using your fingertips, so the hair won't get matted. Relaxed hair tends to be, like I said, sensitive, and it can get matted with the color, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to mat the hair because it can break the hair off. Okay, so with warm water, you rinse out very well before you use a color shampoo to shampoo her head. Okay, make sure you open up her head. She's got a lot of hair, folks. Open it up and rinse, okay? Opening up like that, making sure it's out of her head, the color. And analyzing this hair, I found that she was dry a bit. Again, a good mask or a nice hydrating conditioner. I don't put too much on her scalp. She tends to be very fine hair, even though it's curly, so I don't want to drag down her hair. She has a little dryness in her scalp. You might want to use something like that has like a tea tree type of conditioner or something on for the scalp. So two different things you can use when you're doing curly hair that's maybe either dry or it has like a little bit of dryness on the ends. Okay, I'm using a conditioner for her scalp and just pushing it in there, massaging it in there well, making sure that it does well, taking out the dryness. Depends where you live, but we live in a state that's humid and a lot of sun, so we need good conditioners. In this clip, we're going to show you how to care for African American hair and biracial hair. This is an example of relaxed hair, African American hair, and this young lady here, she actually treats her hair once a week. She keeps it well moisturized, gets her hair washed and set once a week. And it's really important to do these things because you want to keep the hair in good condition. It's very fragile when you get your hair relaxed, and you want to just treat it all the time. And if it's not relaxed too, you know, because maybe it doesn't have a relaxer, it's coarser, so you want to really add a lot of moisture to that hair because ethnic hair tends to get dry, and you want to keep it conditioned to work better with it. Actually, I use this beautiful Moroccan oil, and it's really wonderful on the hair. It adds conditioning to the hair, and it leaves the hair in wonderful condition to work with. I do it and I use it when I roller set the hair, put a little bit in there, just about a dime's worth, and I rub it all over. On mine, I do the same thing, and that's biracial hair. In this clip, we're going to speak about how to apply permanent hair color. Now, permanent hair color can be applied many different ways. Maybe you want to take sections to be more confident in yourself and where you're applying. Okay, some people just take one big section and they start applying down. Maybe you'll section it off in fours, which is good to do. When you break the hair up and you section the hair in fours like this, and you just separate it with your clip. That way it's not in your way. Just go ahead and move that hair, sectioning it, making sure that you have a nice good sectioning of the hair, separating it, dividing it over. You just want to take this over here and also section it. You might want to start from the top and take the first piece, apply down, applying the root, whichever kind of touch-up you're doing, and just move it over and just take sections like that, small sections, so that way the color penetrates all the way through. So you go from root to bottom, depending on what you're doing, or just the root, whatever, and then you just turn around and you flip the hair to the next side, again in sections, moving your hands back, making sure that it doesn't touch the customer's face, to the side. Just take your time, but take small sections. It is important to take small sections so the color takes properly and it goes ahead and penetrates all the way through. So the actual application will be done like this. We're going to take it, we're just going to go straight down with the brush, put it on the hair all the way straight down. She has virgin hair here, so I'm going to go ahead and do it, leaving this part not touched and all the way down here. Or you can just do the root as you're doing it. If you have a bottle color and it's liquid, you use your liquid bottle and the tip to apply the color and on it. In this clip, we're going to talk about how to mix color for a double process hair color. We have to use two different colors here, two different methods here to get double process. A double process is when you turn around and you lighten up that person's hair, and then you would actually either tone it, you know, or you would actually turn around and you would actually tone it, or you turn around and would also use a secondary color. Okay, so with her here, we would actually have like maybe highlights. You know, we would lighten the hair and then we would highlight. So that would be considered a double process. We're going to go back here and show you that we'll do a color here, mixing a color, and we mix a bleach up. Okay, so just like we mix a bleach first, or we'll mix a bleach to lighten the hair for the highlights, and then we'll mix a permanent hair color, or maybe a semi for that. I have a color here. I've been mixing the cream color, and then I'm going to go ahead and put some developer in this cream color and mix it up. I'm just going to do a little bit of color, but showing you again, it's just a permanent hair color we're mixing, ounce to ounce this time. 1 ounce color from the tube, 1 ounce developer, and we're just mixing it up, making it nice and creamy. And that was it for that, for the permanent hair color. And for the bleach, I mixed my cream bleach, and I have it ready here to process. Hi, this is Elizabeth Muller from Liz's Hair Design in Hollywood, Florida. In this clip, we're going to discuss how to stop hair loss for women. This client here was having some problems with her hair, losing quite a bit of it, and with time, we've put some of this hair back in this head of hair. Because of the color in the previous relaxers in her hair, she had a bit of a problem. What we did is we constantly conditioned it and moisturized this hair, gave it a lot of wash and sets. Once a week she comes to me for her wash and sets, gets that hair treated. We use different kind of masks in the hair and oils. We use the Moroccan oil a lot, and what we did is we applied it on the head every time we washed and set that hair, and it really helped tremendously to stop that hair loss. Also, you can also use niacin, which is a wonderful treatment for the hair, for hair loss. And it actually has scalp treatments and stuff, and it prevents the hair from coming out. This has been Elizabeth Muller.